Hello everyone, in this video we are going to discuss about the line list. Okay, what is line list, why we prepare the line list, what is the inputs required for the line list. Okay, so this line list is mainly prepared by the process engineers, okay, during the your basic engineering package, and that's why it is also known as the process line list, right? And when the process guy will prepare the process line list, and it will issue that process line list to the piping department, and piping department will be used it as a input document, right? So this is one typical format which I have used here for the process line list. So we will discuss about it as well, how to prepare that process line list. Before that, let's talk about the what documents are required to prepare the line list. Okay, it is the output document from the process and input document for the piping department. Okay, it helps them in the isomatics, okay, in a like their GA drawing preparation and all, right? Okay, and when they prepare the like BOQ and all, okay, and let's suppose they have to refer some line, so simply they can refer from the line list because it is much easier as compared to refer the PNID. Okay, so when a process engineer or draftsman prepare the line list, so what documents are required? So first document is PNID, because in PNID there will be the each line. Okay, then why heat and material balance? So it is required because you want the operating temperature and pressure, right? So that data will be available in the HMB. Fine. Then design basis and process data sheet of equipments, because you want to also incorporate the design, okay, design temperature, design pressure. So from where you will find out that data? You can find out that data from the PDFs of the equipments and the design basis. Are you getting my point, what I want to say? So these are three typical documents which we required to prepare the line list. Okay, if you use some other documents as well, so please let me in the comments box. Fine, now let's see that how we prepare the line list, right? So I am believing that you have the PNID. Okay, fine, and this is the header of your line list, okay, where you will simply mention the client name, then client logo and its name, then project title, and same the engineering contractor their logo and name, right? Then see here, this is the, so what we will do, we will prepare the line list PNID wise. Okay, for example, here will be one PNID, for example hydrogen system, the second could be cooling water system, chilled water system, okay, and anyone else, right? Then the serial number, first of all we will consider this row, right? Okay, I just white this one, not the white, I just change the color so that you could understand it. Okay, this color is fine. So the first of all serial number, what is the serial number? Just zoom it little bit. Then what is the PNID number? So when I talk about the PNID number, it will be the your last 4 digit, okay, like 1000 number PNID, 1600 PNID, right? Then what is the size of your pipe? Because you are, see here I am considering one pipe, right? So what is the size of that pipe? So see, sometimes we use in mm and we also use in inch as well. Okay, so it depends on your philosophy, what philosophy you are using. Okay, so that's why I have mentioned here the both. Then what is the fluid you are using in that pipeline? For example, cooling water supply or the steam. Then what is the line number of that particular pipeline, right? Right, so what is the fluid is flowing within this pipeline? For example, there could be the cooling water, okay, there could be the steam, there could be the chilled water, etc. Then what is the line number of that pipeline? See, if I am considering this pipeline, right, so what is the line number of that pipeline? Okay, it will be special. For one pipeline there will be the one line number, one special line number, right? Then what is the MOC, material of construction, of that pipeline? It could be CS, it could be SS, it could be like SS304, it could be SS316, it could be SS316L, etc. Fine. Then we also give the information about the insulation, okay, whether there is an insulation. If yes, then specify it, whether it is cold insulation or hot insulation. Okay, in steam case we use the insulation, okay, hot insulation, but if the cooling water supply there is no insulation, so simply mention NA. Then what is the pipeline number? That will be the entire pipeline number, okay, and I hope you understand that how to read that pipeline number. If not, then you can simply check it out our previous videos about the how to read the pipeline number. Then from where this line is coming and where this line is going from here, means in our case just assume that this line is coming from the 400 size of the pipeline of the cooling water supply, okay, and you can consider it is the header of the cooling water supply. From there this line is coming and it is going to the exchanger, okay, fine. Then what is the design temperature of that particular line? Okay, it is 65. What is the design pressure? What is the operating temperature? What is the operating pressure? What is the hydro test pressure? What is the test air pressure? Okay, so and then we also specify that what is the revision right now going on, then what is the remark. If there is some remark, then you can simply mention here, okay. So that's how we prepare the line list. So same you will prepare here for the entire PNID. Then in the next PNID you will prepare again, your line number will be changed from here. See here in that case the line number is 1401, okay, but if the PNID is starting from the 10000, then this line number will be also from 100, right? Okay, same in this case it will be, for example, 1601. Okay, why I am saying this? Because the PNID is this one, right? I hope you understood my point, what I want to say, because here we are considering that this is your reference PNID or the original PNID, and from there this steam line is coming to this PNID, right? So somehow that's how we prepare the process line list, and this is the very informative data about the pipeline, its process variables and all, and we can also track the each line, like from where it is originating and where it is going, right? So that's how we prepare the process line list. So if you have any comment, and in the footer we provide these data, okay, it could be changed from project to project or from your organization to organization as well, but mainly the project number, client, page number, document number, revision and author we provide, right? So that information we provide in the process line list. So I hope you understood something new from this video. If you have any doubt in this video, please let me in the comments box. I will definitely clear your doubt as soon as possible. So that's all for the today's video. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. Thank you.